Welcome to the fitness test. Now remember, this is the test that you're going to include when you check to see how you're progressing. At the same time that you're doing tests like your biomarker evaluations for things like blood glucose, the same time you're testing heart rate variability and recovery, the same time you're testing your muscle mass or your fat percentage, this fitness test is also crucial for you to see where exactly you're at in the quest and how you're progressing with your fitness. Your fitness test is comprised of 4 basic exercises. The first exercise is the push-up, the second is the squat, the third is the plank, and the fourth are burpees. Now, rather than simply going from element to element in the fitness test without stopping, which would be cruel and unusual punishment, I instead want you to simply do 1 minute of each exercise, as many repetitions as you can do, and then fully recover before moving on to the next exercise. And this might mean that you have to recover for anywhere from 2 minutes up to 5 minutes. That's fine, as long as you keep track of how long a period of time that you recovered in between each exercise, and you recover for that same period of time going forward. So what I mean by that is, let's say you do your first exercise in the fitness test, the push-ups. You do as many push-ups as you can in 1 minute, and then after you've completed that minute, let's say you decide you're going to recover for 2 minutes prior to going through the next exercise, which is the squats. Well, if you do this fitness test a month from now or 3 months from now, or whenever you repeat the fitness test, make sure that you again recover for 2 minutes between the push-ups and the squats so that you have accuracy in your testing. Now, as I just alluded to, you're going to do 1 minute of each exercise. So you'll have 1 minute of push-ups and recover, then 1 minute of squats and recover. You'll also do 1 minute of burpees. Now, the only exception to the 1 minute rule is that the third exercise, the planks, you're going to hold for as long as you possibly can. Now, let me put it this way. If you can hold the planks for over 2 minutes, you're good. You can stop at 2 minutes. All right, so let's get started with our fitness test. So your first exercise in the fitness test, and again, do them in the order that I'm telling you, because the order that I've chosen for this fitness test is going to allow the muscle groups being used to recover, which is why we're not, for example, going from push-ups straight into, say, burpees. So the first exercise is the push-up. Very, very straightforward. You've likely done a push-up before. You'll drop into the push-up position, hands planted, feet planted, butt in the air. You'll drop down, touch your chest to the ground, and come back up. You also have the option of doing a knee push-up if that's more sustainable and doable for you. For the knee push-up, same rules. Drop down, chest touches the ground, and back up. For the push-ups, you're going to do as many repetitions as you can in 1 minute. The next exercise is the bodyweight squat. For the bodyweight squat, plant your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart, drop down to 90 degrees, and come back up. Notice for the arm movement, to keep you in good balance, as you drop, ideally you touch your elbows down to your knees, which will also help you to check that you've gotten to 90 degrees, and then stand. Very similar to the push-ups, you're going to do as many squats as you can in 1 minute. The next exercise that you're going to do in the fitness test is the plank. This will be a front plank that you hold for as long as you can. Simply drop down into a plank position, plant the elbows and the forearms on the ground, put them at 90 degrees, keep the butt in the air, tighten the abs if you can. Try to avoid allowing the low back to sag towards the ground. Instead, imagine that you have a zipper going from your belly button all the way up to that hard bone in the middle of your chest, your sternum. You zip up that zipper and hold the plank for as long as you can, up to 2 minutes or more. The final exercise in the fitness test is perhaps the most fun, the burpee. For the burpee, you're simply going to do as many burpees as you can in 1 minute. There are 2 options for you for the burpee. Just remember, if you choose the easier option for your very first fitness test, you'll want to continue to do that option in future fitness tests so that you get accurate results. For the burpee, start in a standing position. Drop to a push-up, kick the legs back. Push down, push up, stand, jump, and bring both arms overhead. Again, drop down into a push-up position, kick the legs out, drop down, chest touches the ground, push up, squat, stand, and arms must come overhead. The easier version of the burpee that you can do is to drop down into a plank position, feet go out, feet come up, stand and jump. Drop down, feet go out, feet come up, stand and jump. There is no push-up. There is no rule that the arms need to come overhead with that version of the burpee. Those are your 4 exercises for the fitness test. Maximum push-ups in 1 minute, maximum squats in 1 minute, maximum time plank hold, and maximum burpees in 1 minute. So now comes the moment of truth. We get to actually do the fitness test. Now, I'm going to walk you through each of these exercises. One thing that you may be wondering is how you'll actually time yourself on this test. Well, you can have a friend with a stopwatch or a phone be timing you for a minute. I personally simply use the simple stopwatch on my wristband. However, I'll take quick glances at it when I think I'm getting close to a minute. Don't worry, that split second that it takes you to take a quick glance at your watch isn't going to drastically affect the results of your fitness test. So, the very first exercise we're going to do is the push-up. You're going to do as many push-ups as you can in 1 minute. Are you ready? All right, follow me. Let's go. Wait until you get into the push-up position to press start on your stopwatch or to have your friend start you. Once you've finished your minute, you'll start into your recovery period. Now remember, before you begin your squats, you can recover for as long as you need, as long as you keep that recovery period consistent from fitness test to fitness test. Okay, once you're recovered, it's time for exercise number 2, the squat. The rules are identical, as many bodyweight squats as you can perform in 60 seconds. Are you ready? Let's do this. That's it. 1 minute, bodyweight squats. All right, exercise number 3 in the fitness test is the plank hold. Now remember, rather than simply holding the plank for 1 minute, you're going to hold the plank as long as you possibly can. I'm going to demonstrate to you 1 full minute of a plank hold. If you're a more fit or a more advanced individual, I would encourage you to go for 2 minutes or more. And remember, each of the different metrics that you can shoot for, if you're curious what a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced fitness level is able to target for each of these different exercises can be found in the assignment for today. All right, 1 minute plank hold. Let's do this. We've arrived at the final exercise in your fitness test, the burpee. Now remember, you can do the beginner variation of the burpee or the more advanced variation of the burpee as long as you do it the same way from fitness test to fitness test. This one's very simple. 1 full minute comprised of as many burpees as you can complete in that 1 minute. All right, that's it. That's the fitness test. A minute push-up, a minute squat, plank hold for time, and a minute of burpees. And remember, if you want to see what kind of metrics you can shoot for, if you want to have a little bit of a benchmark for yourself, then you can go check out those numbers in today's assignment. Now, as you take a look at the numbers for a beginner, the numbers for an intermediate, and the numbers for an advanced, remember, stick with using yourself as the primary metric for your progress. Do as much as you can do. Go as hard as you feel comfortable going for your first fitness test. Remember, your own metrics are the most important. However, it can be helpful to take a look at what some realistic numbers might be.